Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope y'all having a blessed and wonderful day today. This is Motivational Monday. I heard a good brother of mine, Jabari Muhammad, said, we're not going to say, what can go wrong, will go wrong on a Monday. This is Motivational Monday. It's going to be a great day. If it hasn't been a great day for you, it's only going to get better. And just keep the faith and things will get better. Hope you all have a great and wonderful weekend, and I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Loving this beautiful sunshine, this beautiful weather we're having thus far. But let's get into this topic for this video. So, about Friday, I believe it was Friday, I saw a tweet from Judge Joe Brown. We follow each other on Twitter. And I'm just paraphrasing here, but in his tweet, he said that a certain actress had accused him of sexually assaulting her 25 years ago. He didn't mention the actress' name, but he said that she accused him of, sexual assault from 25 years ago. He said that he vehemently denies the allegations and that he's going to fight him and that he's going to issue a cease and desist letter from his attorney and that this was pretty much politically motivated. This is from a tweet. I'm paraphrasing, but this is from a tweet from Judge Joe Brown on Friday or Thursday, I should say. So Friday, I saw, or actually it was the same day. A few minutes later, I saw a video from Shirley Ralph. Shirley Ralph is on the show Abbott Elementary. She plays one of the teachers. She was on the show Moesha. She played Mo's mother. I don't remember her character's name because I didn't watch Moesha like that. She was in It's a Living, and she's been in a lot of shows and movies. But in any event, she did an interview with Angela Yee, who was on The Breakfast Club, well, formerly on The Breakfast Club, and she said a TV judge sexually assaulted her 25 years ago. She quickly said that it wasn't Judge Greg Mathis. She said it was not Judge Greg Mathis. That Judge Greg Mathis was a great man, very nice and very sweet, and that it wasn't him. So, put two and two together. Judge Joe Brown said a certain actress accused him of sexual assault from 25 years ago. She goes on Angela Yee's show on an interview and says that a TV judge, she didn't say the name, but she said it was not Judge Greg Mathis, sexually assaulted her 25 years ago. I wonder who that actress that Judge Joe Brown was speaking of, who it could be. And I wonder who that judge that Shirley Ralph was speaking of, I wonder who that could be. I wonder. Could it be that Shirley Ralph is accusing Judge Joe Brown of sexual assault? Yes. So, again, we see now, and she went on and she said on Angela Yee that there were multiple witnesses and that someone asked, did she want to call the police? And she said no. Well, she didn't say anything, but she said no. But people didn't step in and this and that. She said that Judge Joe Brown grabbed her by the neck, pulled her forward, and forced his tongue down her mouth. This was back in 1998. Her show Moesha was on UPN, and Judge Joe Brown was on a sister network. It wasn't on UPN, but it was an affiliation, a network that was affiliated with UPN. Interesting. I should point out, give me 1 second here. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. It should be noted that Shirley Ralph's husband is a member of the Pennsylvania State Senate. He's a Democrat. part of Democratic Party. Democrats with 3 Ks. I'm going to share a bit of information with you here about her husband. Give me 1 second, I'm about to pull it up. But it is politically motivated, and the timing of this is not a coincidence because Judge Joe Brown is running for mayor of Memphis. He's running as an independent, and he's very, 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 very truthfully critical of the Democratic Party. So, with her husband, Shirley Ralph's husband, being a Democrat, it's only fitting that this would be politically motivated. I want to share a bit of information with you here. So, Shirley Ralph's husband is Vincent Hughes. Vincent Hughes is a Democrat, I mentioned, a member of the Pennsylvania State Senate, and he represents Pennsylvania's 7th District, which is Philly and suburban Montgomery County. Judge Joe Brown is running for mayor of Memphis as an independent. And like I said, it's mighty convenient that these allegations would surface now in the middle of his campaign. This is done by the Me Too movement. They put Shirley Ralph up to this. This is just my take on it. They put her up to it. The Me Too movement is another branch of the Democratic Party. They want to, and then you have the LGBTQ community, which is another branch of the Democratic Party. And Judge Joe Brown is very, very, very truthfully critical of the LGBTQ movement, of their agenda to feminize our young boys. He's very critical of it. And I agree with him 1,000% because I'm critical of it too. If you don't see what these people are doing, then your head is in the sand. You need to take your head out the sand and just wake up. Wake the hell up. The LGBTQ community, they want to feminize our young boys, force their agenda down our throats. If you're gay, you're gay. If you're lesbian, you're lesbian. If you want to be transgender, that's your business. Why should we know about it? Why should it be any concern of us? That's your choice. You have the right to choose that. You have the freedom to choose that. But why are you forcing it down our kids' throat? Why are you having queer transgenders read to our children in school? Why are you doing this? Drag queens reading to little children in schools. This is wrong. It's sick and it's demonic. If you want to do that in the privacy of your own home or in your circles, that's cool. Whatever. But why are you reading? You know what? I'm not a fan of Governor Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, but they have a bill called the Parents' Rights Bill, and I agree with it. Parents should have the right to decide whether their kids should be subjugated to this. Why are you forcing your agenda down our throats? I don't hate the LGBTQ community. I don't. What I hate is that you're forcing your agenda down kids' throats. You want to pass a bill telling kids that they could change their gender at the age 8 years old. That's demonic and that's sick and that's terrorist behavior. The Me Too movement isn't any better. They saying that we should believe all women. I'm gonna get into that here in a minute. Women can just make up stories, and yes, there are women that have been raped, sexually assaulted. There have been. I'm not disputing that, but we cannot believe all women. There has to be evidence. You cannot just go around just accusing people of things without there being proof. But then again, this is America, and yes, you can't accuse a black man of that. And again, I'm going to touch on that here in a few minutes, in a minute or so. You have to have proof. You can't just go around and say he raped me, he assaulted me, but because it's a nigga, then it's the truth. And if Becky, Susie, and Karen says it, then their word is the gospel. Lives have been lost, careers have been lost, ruined because a white woman lied and said he did it, he did it, he did it. Come to find out, the person was innocent, and it was a black man. If y'all don't see what's going on here, like I said, your head is in the sand, and you need to take your head out the sand and wake the hell up. It's only going to get worse from here. Again, Shirley Ralph, she's accusing Judge Joe Brown of sexual assault. Witnesses haven't come forward. The timing of this is convenient. He's running for mayor of Memphis. It's been 25 years, allegedly, that this went down. And this is nothing but a ploy. Shirley Ralph is nothing but she's a black Becky, a black Susie. She's a tether. She's Jamaican American. So that tells you right there, for the most part, that she don't respect foundational black American men. Even though she's married to one, but I'm sure he's compromised. Especially if he's in a Democratic Party, I'm sure that brother's compromised. And with Judge Joe Brown, there's no bones about what he says. He don't pull any punches. He's not afraid. He's not afraid to call a baby ugly. He will not pull any punches. He tell it like it is. He reminds me so much of my father. They're from that same generation. I think they were born the same year. My father may have been a year older than Judge Joe Brown, but they're from that same generation. Probably the same year apart. But my father told it like it was. He wasn't afraid to pull any punches. He just was brutally honest. And Judge Joe Brown reminds me a lot of my father. And that's why I respect him so much. But see, another thing about Judge Joe Brown, he want black men to be men. That's how my father was. My father was the same way. He thought men should be men. Man up. Take care of your responsibilities. Be a man. Be a man. But they don't want to preach that to black men now. They want them to be compromised. They want them to be women or effeminated. They don't want them to man up, take care of their responsibilities. They want to effeminize them and want them to point the finger at other people, not accepting responsibility. And that's something that Judge Joe Brown is against. And I'm with him 1,000% on that. And my father was the same way. They don't make men like Judge Joe Brown anymore. We need more men like that. See, it's a threat. It's a threat to white supremacy. Y'all so concerned about what the conservatives are doing, what Trump is doing, what DeSantis is doing, what Abbott is doing down in Texas. Yeah, they're racist. Yes, we know this. But it's the white liberals that are worse. Malcolm warned us about them 60 years ago, and so did Dr. King. White liberals are sinister. You can see how racist the conservatives are from miles away. They tell you they're racist. They don't hide their racism. But it's the white liberals, the Democrats, that hide it. They come as your friend. Black Lives Matter. Hey, we need a black man in the White House. But when you talk about black men leading this community or being strong pillars for his family, black boys needing fathers, they don't want to hear that until a black man is dead. That's the only time that the Democrats and white liberals will ride for the black community is when a black man is dead. But when he's alive, they don't give a damn. He's a threat. He's a menace. What did Hillary Clinton call us? Super predators. Y'all remember that? What did Joe Biden do? Y'all president. He wrote that crime bill, sent thousands upon thousands of black men to the gulags. Y'all president. Bill Clinton, y'all Uncle Bill, who y'all call the first black president, which is a crock of shit. Excuse me for saying that. I don't try to cuss on here, but it is. It's the dumbest, one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Bill Clinton is the first black president? Really? 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 He built more prisons than any president in the United States. And who did they put in those prisons? But vote blue no matter who, right? Your boy, Obama, what did he do for black people? Not a goddamn thing. More black people were murdered under his watch by the police. Eric Gardner, Michael Brown, so many more. Philando Castile. What's the brother in Louisiana? Alton Sterling. Sister down in Texas, whose name escaped me right now. And I hate that. I hate it when I have a brain fart like that. Sandra Bland. Sister Sandra Bland was murdered by that deputy down in Texas. We know about Trayvon Martin. It's like after Obama's second term, things just got worse and worse for black people. Did y'all notice that? Oh, and he killed Muammar Gaddafi on the orders from Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. He killed a black man, an African revolutionary, a leader that wanted to unite the continent of Africa without the help from the West. And how did they? Well, how did he get? What was his reward for doing that? Or I should say, his punishment? The United States government murdered him. They murdered Muammar Gaddafi. But we got to vote blue no matter who. They kill us. They allow us to be killed. They throw our fathers, our uncles, sons in the gulags. They call us super predators, but we should vote blue no matter who, right? You have a black man that's running for a mayor of a city that's in dire straits right now. It's bad in Memphis. My cousin is in Clarksdale, Mississippi. She had been sending me news alerts about what's the goings on in Memphis. I think as of last week, they had 23 or 25 shootings on the interstate, and we only in the third month of the year, and they've already had 23 shootings on the freeways up down there in Memphis. That's a problem. That should be a national crisis. Memphis is a predominantly black city. Crime rate is bad. Memphis is worse than Chicago and Detroit. And it's smaller than both those cities. But the crime rate far exceeds Chicago and Detroit. So Judge Joe Brown, I salute you. I hope everything works out for you, dear sir. You have your work cut out for you. And I stand with Judge Joe Brown. Hashtag I stand with Judge Joe Brown. I hope he fights these allegations tooth and nail. I hope Shirley Ralph, I hope she gets punished for her lies. I really do. It's politically motivated. because Shirley Ralph is heavily involved in the Democratic Party. Her husband's a Democrat, and they part of this movement here. And like I said, it's a political witch hunt, and I hope the judge fights it tooth and nail. I really do, and I'm supporting him. Moving along, um, on Saturday, Friday night, Jonathan Majors was arrested for allegedly choking and punching his girlfriend. They had left a bar in Brooklyn. They were in a taxi. He was allegedly texting another woman. His girlfriend confronted him about it. He allegedly grabbed her by the neck and punched her repeatedly in the face. She had bruises on her face. He was arrested. Come to find out, just yesterday, just last night, his girlfriend recanted her story. You heard me. She recanted her allegations. Jonathan Majors had came out with 3 movies within the last 3 months. Just this past December, he was in a movie called Devotion about Tuskegee Airmen. Forgot the person's the brother's name he portrayed, but he was portraying a Tuskegee Airman in this movie Devotion. Just last month, the movie he was in the Ant-Man and the Wasp. He played Kang the Conqueror. Just came out just last month. And 2 weeks ago, Creed 3 premiered with him and Michael B. Jordan. He played the antagonist to Adonis Creed. 3 movies in the last 3 months. Jonathan Majors is the flavor of the month right now. Like my good brother says, he's the flavor of the month. He's hot right now. He's one of the he's probably the hottest black actor in Hollywood right now. Then you have Michael B. Jordan, but right now it's Jonathan Majors. And how convenient this should happen that this young lady accused him of physically assaulting her. I touched on it a few minutes ago. Black men, black people have died, have been injured. Black homes were destroyed. Businesses were lost and completely destroyed, never to come back again. Black towns were wiped out because a white woman lied on a black man. Jesse Washington, 1917, in Waco, Texas, was lynched, was first castrated, lynched, then burned on a tree in Waco, Texas. The white residents of Waco, Texas, took pictures and made postcards out of it. Look it up. 1917, Jesse Washington was accused of, I think, of sexually assaulting and murdering a white woman in Waco, Texas. He was a field hand, worked on the farm. We know about Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921. White woman lied and said a black man touched her in the elevator. Black Wall Street was totally wiped out and destroyed. Hundreds died, were injured, and displaced on a lie. 2 years later, 1923, Rosewood, Florida. The town was wiped out. Hundreds died, were injured. Black businesses destroyed, never to come back again on a lie. A white woman says she was sexually assaulted by a black man. Emmett Till, 1955, in Mississippi, was accused of whistling at a white woman, was brutally murdered, brutally beaten and murdered. Body was found in the river down in Mississippi. Nate Parker, accused of sexual assault. He came out that movie Birth of a Nation a few years back, but his career hasn't been the same. He hasn't been in really anything. You haven't heard from Nate Parker because he can't really get work now because of those allegations. Career's been ruined. Bill Cosby, they threw him in the gulags for 3 years. The man is blind in one eye and to be 86 years young this year, come July. But when they threw him in the gulags, I believe he was 81, 82, 81, 81 years young. And he got out right before his 84th birthday. What I'm about to say is controversial, but brothers, but I don't care. I have to say it. I put this on my timeline. Brothers, steer clear and watch your back with these Beckys, these Karens, and these Susies. Steer clear and watch your back of them. Young black brothers, especially. Steer clear of them, man. Steer clear. Watch your back. They're poison. History has proven it. Lives have been lost. People have been injured, unfairly displaced. Businesses and homes have been lost. Careers have been ruined, and lives too, on a lie from a white woman or white women. And women like Shirley Ralph, who are nothing but a Becky in blackface. That's pretty much what Shirley Ralph is. A Susie, a Becky, a Karen in blackface. They have been ruined. Steer clear. Watch your back with them, man. They're demons. They mean you no good. Because if they say you did it, guess what? As far as the law, Johnny Law is concerned, you did it. They could just say it. The nigger raped me, the nigger assaulted me, and you're done. Johnny Law is on her side. Justice is not colorblind. Justice is a white woman. She's not, that bitch ain't colorblind. She not. Johnny Law is going to be on these Karen's, Becky's, Susie's side. And yeah, you have some Becky's, Karen's, and Susie's that are in blackface. A good brother of mine had to deal with that last year. Thankfully, thankfully, it cleared the it didn't get any worse than what it could have gotten. Thank God it didn't. And he's able to just move on from it. But it was a great inconvenience for him and his family. It was. But like I said, and I keep saying, steer clear and watch your back with these demons, man, because they mean you no good. They're just they're too many people have been murdered and killed and unjustly because of a lie. Oh, I recant my story, but it's too late. The damage is already done. Like I said, she could just point and just say that you did it. There doesn't have to be any proof, any witnesses. Her law, her word is gospel. As far as Johnny Law is concerned, the word of a white woman is the gospel. She can recant her story, and you're already screwed, and it's unfair, it's infuriating, it's it pisses you off. But this is the country that we live in. This is America, baby, with three Ks. This is how they get down. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit that subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. I mean, it's just straight BS. They should punish the accuser. So with it, and this was Jonathan Majors, this was his girlfriend, a white woman, by the way. Stringy haired, pale, ironing board, figure having devil. Is she gonna get punished for lying on this man, trying to ruin his career? Is she gonna face jail time, face a fine? Hmm, I wonder. For lying, for being a damn liar, trying to ruin this man? Michael B. Jordan. It's with a white woman. And what I find so funny about this, about Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors dating white women, is that many of our sisters, they love these men. They think they're so sexy. Oh, Michael B. Jordan is so fine, girl. Jonathan Majors is fine, girl. He got a nice body, girl. Girl, he not stunting you, girl, because he's over here with Becky and Susie. They're not going to even give y'all the time of day. Y'all are so enamored with these Negroes who don't even give a damn about you. They're not stunting you, like my grandma used to say, like old people in the South used to say. They're not stunting you. They they chasing after Becky and Susie. They don't care about you. They don't care about the sisters who are so in love with them. It just it's just funny to me that the two men that y'all in love with don't even love y'all back. Make it make sense. But it's like that with brothers too. Not just sisters, brothers the same way too. But in any event, man, it's just crazy, man. It's just funny to me. And like a good brother of mine, um, we were talking about just last night. We said it was funny that white women, now get this, chew on this. White women love an intellectual black man. They love a black man that has knowledge of self. White women now, a black man that has intelligence, just conscious, take care of himself, take care of his body. White women love a black man like that. But too many, not all, but too many, again, not all, too many of our sisters don't like a black man like that. They're like the futures. That toxic nigga. They're like people like that. Lil Wayne. The so-called thug types. That's who too many, again, not all of our sisters go for. They don't want a black man with knowledge of self, intelligent, conscious. They don't want that. It's crazy how this dynamic is, man. It's just it's it's funny, but it's sad at the same time, and it's disheartening because we have got to do better. We have got to do better. What has happened to us? We have got to get back to loving each other. If you want to, you know, love every flavor, then rock with it. God bless you. But for me and many brothers like me, we're gonna rock with our sisters. We're gonna rock with black women. We're gonna rock with the black women that rock with us. I'm not interested in dipping in all the flavors. I'm not. I mean, I know people are. That's their thing. God, like I said, God bless you. But for me and a lot of us, I speak for myself and many others. Black is beautiful. If it ain't black, I don't want it. I'm sorry. I can't get into all flavors. I did once upon a time. I'm guilty of it. I did once upon a time, but that's before I had a knowledge of self, and I'm still learning. I'm still, improving. I've come a long way. I've come a long way, baby, but I still got a ways to go. So I'm improving, like we all must do. I'm learning. Thank God I'm not where I was 10, 15 years ago, 10, 13 years ago, dating all flavors. Nah, I'm glad I came to the realization to know that I want to be with a black woman. I want to build with the black woman. I can't build with a white woman. Her family's not going to accept me. My family's not going to accept her. And then it's not someone who looks like me. I can't identify. I can't. Nothing against brothers who date outside their race. If that's you, then God bless you. Do your thing, whatever. You have the right to date you have the right to date whomever you want to date. You do. But for me and many brothers like me, I just can't identify and have a bond with someone that's white. That's dating someone that's white. It just doesn't. It doesn't mesh. She don't know my struggle. I don't know her privilege. Because I mean, let's be real. They have privilege that we will never have, have always had white privilege. I can't get in that world. I don't want to be in that world because when it comes down to it, her folks, her peoples will see me as a nigger. I'm just another nigger. They will always see me as not an equal. My father always told me the white man would never, ever, ever, ever see the black man as better than him, and he damn sure won't see him as his equal. He won't do it. He will never see the black man as his equal, and he damn sure won't think he's better than he is. But he thinks he's better than the black man. He thinks the black man is beneath him, and I just cannot, in good consciousness, I couldn't marry someone like that whose family is like that or who's come from that world. I just couldn't do it. My mother's black. My grandmother was black. And no, my grandmother's black. Grandmothers. My mother, my aunts, my sister, my nieces, my cousins. Beautiful black women. Beautiful, beautiful goddesses. I thank God for my wife. She is beautiful beyond measure. Beautiful black woman. Beautiful black woman. I thank God for her every day, for blessing me with a beautiful black woman. My mother, beautiful black woman. My grandmother was a beautiful black woman. Both of my grandmothers. Aunties are beautiful black women. Cousins are beautiful black women. My sisters are beautiful black women. My nieces are beautiful black women. I could go on and on and on. I've dated beautiful black women in the past. I have friends who are beautiful black women. You see where I'm going with this? I just cannot worry about dipping in all flavors. I can't worry about that. I don't want to. Am I racist? No. I'm not sitting up here hating on somebody. I'm just pro-black. I'm B1, baby. B1 all the way. Do I still have a ways to go? Yes, I do. Do I still have to make improvements? Yes, I do. But I've come a long way. I've come a long way. And black people can't be racist. We have no power. We own less than one half of 1%. Less than one half of 1% of wealth in this country. How the hell can we be racist? We can't make any laws. We can't pass legislation saying that people who are not black can't go to the bathroom here, can't go into a movie theater, can't go here, have to go home during sundown. We have no laws we have no power like that. No power. Racism is about having power. It's a racism. Dr. Claude Anderson spoke about that. Racism is power, and black people don't have any damn power. Again, like I said, I'm not worried. I can't concern myself with dipping in all flavors. If that's what some do, God bless them. More power to them. But me, nah, I can't do that. I want to build with black. I want to build with black. If it ain't black, I don't want it. I want to build with a black woman. And that's what I did. I married a black woman. I love my black women. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. Michael B. Jordan, Jonathan Majors, I hope everything works out for the brother, Jonathan Majors. I really do. I hope things work out for Judge Joe Brown. I believe it will. The judge knows the law like the back of his hand. So I'm not concerned about, of them trying to ruin him, because he'll ruin them before they ruin him. The judge is just gangster like that. So I'm not concerned, like I said, with them trying to ruin Judge Joe Brown. Because, like I said, that man knows the law like the back of his hand. Jonathan Majors, I hope the brother, is able to get through this. I hope he leaves that girlfriend alone. Hopes he leaves that girlfriend alone and dates a black woman. Date a black woman, brother. Date a black woman. Yeah, we have black women that have the issues. What women don't? Women have issues. Men have issues. No one's perfect. But a black woman, when I could safely say, and I'm gonna throw this out there, I honestly believe that a black woman would not have done that to him. I honestly believe it. A black woman would not have done that to him. But whatever. I'm gonna hop off of here. Drop the comments below. Let me know what you think. I know there are going to be many people who disagree with me, and that's fine. I welcome it. I welcome it. Like I said, we don't have to agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable, especially on topics such as this. Hit the like button, smash the like button down, hit the subscribe button so you get notifications when I do videos on here. Support the YouTube channel. Please support it. I'm gonna do a 3 or 4 part documentary about blacks in the military, from my experience and from the experiences of others. that I know. I'm gonna go back through history from the American Revolution up to present day. How Black people have been the most patriotic people in this country. We have volunteered to fight in every damn war or battle this country has been involved in, from the American Revolution to present day. I'm gonna touch on that, go back in history, and go to and bring it back present day, and tell about my experiences in the military, in the Air Force, and experiences of others. I cannot talk about the experiences of white people, Asian people, Hispanic people, Middle Eastern people, indigenous Americans, cats and dogs, rats and roaches. I can only talk about the experiences of Black people. Black people. I cannot compare the experiences of a white person to that of a Black person in the military, because a white person did not experience what I experienced in the military, or what any Black person experienced in the military. It's silly and foolish to even think that. White privilege is very prevalent in the military, and Black people didn't have any privilege in the military. So for me to compare a white experience to a Black experience is silly and foolish. But in any event, I'm going to do that probably. I'll let y'all know when I do it. I'm thinking probably this week or next week. Probably next week. I'm going to do that. It's going to be a 3 or 4 parts series, documentary. So stay tuned for that. Continue to love and support your brother. I need it. I can't do it without you. So please continue to love and support. I really, really need it. Thank you. And like I always say, brothers as well as sisters, be safe. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Beware and be aware of your surroundings. Whether you're going to work, running errands, wherever you may be doing, please be safe and be aware of your surroundings. The devil is busy. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So please, please, please be safe. I love y'all. I love y'all very much. And please continue to love and support. All right, now I'm going to hop off of here, and y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Peace and blessings. Love y'all.